How you guys doing? Thanks for doing this.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
Yeah, no worries.
So, I'm actually going to Shattuck St. Mary's in 3 weeks. I've been wanting to go since I was a kid, because, I see you guys go there and stuff. So, I just want to know, you could have gone to plenty of other schools. Why Shattuck?
Didn't know a lot about it, went and visited and was like, this is a great place. It's a place you can go, obviously get a good education, but you're skating every day. I never skated every day.
Probably the hardest I've ever worked at school in my life. In some ways, I grew up pretty fast being there with my buddies.
Yeah, you just get treated so well there. And, that's why so many kids go there and want to get better there.
All right, guys, we are freshened up, ready for our first day at Shattuck St. Mary's. First order of business, let's go to the hockey rink. There are 2 rinks in here. We're gonna go check out the prep team's room. Also, this rink, if you've seen Crosby highlights from here, Toews highlights from here, you recognize that wooden ceiling. It's so iconic. At John R. Sumner Arena, this barn is just absolutely electric. So first thing you notice, the Shattuck St. Mary hockey logo, iconic. Are you one of us is the slogan at this school. But first, without further ado, the boys prep team. Wow, you can just feel the greatness when you walk into this room. Just to remind you, Sidney Crosby played in this dressing room. Jonathan Toews played in this dressing room. Parise, Macklin Celebrini. The list goes on and on and on. This room is really built on tradition. It's a hardworking school, honors its past, and these are just little things about the dressing room that you'll notice. Every bottle, for example, facing down, cap to the side. It's all laid out the exact same way. There is significance to this specific stall. Shattuck does not have letters. You'll notice there's no captains, no assistants or anything. If there were to be that position, this is what this stall is. And you'll notice it's number 9. And number 9 has played a huge role in this program. Sidney Crosby wore it. It's an honor to be the closest to the door and have this specific spot. So another thing you'll notice about the jerseys is that there is no name on the back. Despite there being some incredible names at this school, some incredible names that have gone here, they're very focused on playing for what's on front of the jersey and not on the back. And then this was something that we kind of walked past when we came in here. The stick rack. I am actually not sure if I've ever seen a stick rack quite like this. So once you leave the dressing room part, right beside is the legendary Tom Ward's office. This is the head coach. One of the craziest offices you'll ever see, because this guy coached so many legends. Who's that? Captain Sirius. Ring a bell? Jonathan Toews, Parise, and he's getting the bunny ears right there. Safe to say that this guy has experience with some pretty cool players. Sid mentioned the Max tournament, right? In Calgary. That's where he met Tom Ward.
So I played in the Max tournament, which was in Calgary when I played midget, and Shattuck was there, and I had met Tom Ward, who was the coach.
This is a stick from the tournament. Very cool. Sabres hold Max edge for 2nd straight year. So you can see national championships are on Tom Ward's resume. So this is the second rink in the building. It's called the JP Parise Arena. That is in honor of Parise's father. He was heavily involved with Shattuck hockey. He was the director of player development. It is a legend here. We're told he would be on the Mount Rushmore of people who helped this hockey program become what it is. And whereas the other arena is more traditional, has the wooden ceilings, this one definitely has a bit more of a modern feel to it. 555 D1 hockey players that have come from Shattuck, 832 total college athletes. That is extremely impressive. This is the women's pro wall. Claire Turnbull, Brianna Decker, Amanda Kessel, Sidney Crosby, Nathan MacKinnon, Jack Johnson, Jonathan Toews, Connor Garland, Bugsy Malone, Jordan Greenway, Macklin Celebrini, Zeev Boyum, Clayton Keller, Zach Parise, Cam York, Drew Stafford, and Jackson Lacombe. The amount of unbelievable NHL players that have come through this program and professional women's players, it's just crazy. 2003, Sidney Crosby was on this team, another national championship, Jonathan Toews, Amanda Kessel, there she is, legend. As we mentioned before, guys, there have just been some legends that have coached her, helped develop the program. Gordy Stafford with the women's program, Tom Ward with the men's program, JP Parise, and then Craig Norwich, who really made this whole thing come to life. So not far from the dressing room, this is all part of it, is the gym. And this training space is massive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, they're double-sided. So 14 bench presses, all the logos are on every single dumbbell here. Time to check out the Athletic Therapy Center. We saw this from the outside earlier and it looked really neat. There's actually a water treadmill right here, right beside a cold tub, but water treadmill, obviously huge for recovery. Like I've been in NHL training rooms and they're not nearly the same size as this, and they are not messing around with their recovery process here, and they're making sure that their athletes are really, really well taken care of. All right, guys, time to check out one of the coolest parts of this entire place. It's actually detached from the main rink. It's a smaller rink named after Tom Ward that players can really practice on whenever they want. It's really just an old school barn. It literally feels like you're on a farm or something in here. And it's essentially half the size of an actual rink, maybe even less. And this is available from early in the morning to late at night for the students. I mean, imagine having a place at your school where you could just go and play hockey whenever you want. You don't have to worry about anyone doing anything. Wish my high school had something like this. Tell us about Rooster a little bit and his skate sharpening setup that he has there. Apparently it's pretty epic.
Yeah, Rooster was great. He was one of those guys, and there's so many people too that, again, when you're away from your parents, become pretty self-reliant, but there's a lot of people too that help you out, make life a lot easier.
He was someone who was just a staple at the rink, like typical, you know, when you think about like rinks you grew up in or like personalities or people you see all the time, he was someone you'd see every day. He did everything. He sharpened skates. He had a little shop there, and just a personality and someone that you know, loved the school and you know, was a big part of just your day-to-day things at the rink.
Rooster, it's a pleasure to finally meet you in person, man.
You too.
This has got to be the craziest skate sharpening area a person I've ever been in, like without a doubt. There are some unbelievable jerseys all around here. I see the Toews Olympic jersey, that U.S. Olympics late class hockey jersey.
Herb Brooks.
That belonged to Herb Brooks.
Herb Brooks, yep. Herb Brooks did a hockey camp here, Shattuck in 1976. So Herb hung out with us, played men's league with us.
And he gave you that jacket?
Yes.
Wow. So, some of this equipment, like what are some of these skates? I mean, I know the tacks.
I love old equipment, and I played here, Fairibault men's league type stuff, junior stuff, and I'm a goalie, so I always collected, so I have old goalie gear from back in the 70s, some of them was mine. And
over here, Adidas skates?
So,
these are so cool.
1972, the NHL used them. And I had a guy that came in here one day like you guys and said, this is really cool. Are you missing anything? Is there anything you need? I've been looking for a pair of Adidas skates. About 3 weeks later, they showed up in a box. He sent them to me. They're like brand new. Then he sent me a pair of Nikes.
Yeah, these are incredible. These are like similar to the ones that Fedorov wore, except he used the red. But like, oh, these are sharp too, Rooster. Wouldn't expect anything less.
Then he sent me a pair of Reeboks.
Are these Sids?
No, these are the Pumps Reeboks. I got a pair of Jofas up there, that Olympic Canada ones that Phil Esposito signed for me. So
Jofa Olympic Canada skates?
Yeah.
I didn't even know Jofa made skates. Since when?
So Phil was here because his grandson played here.
Yes.
Nico. And so Phil was always hanging out in here. He was the coolest dude ever.
I'm like almost overwhelmed with the amount of truly insane stuff
I've got
here.
stuff behind stuff.
So how long has this?
This place has probably been here 10, maybe 12 years, something like that.
Wow. Every team, no matter at what level, needs a Rooster. So we were in this rink earlier. We showed you all the history, all the alumni, all the players in the NHL, the Olympics. And right now, if you look over here, This is the future. Shattuck's men's prep team is playing right now. This is some great hockey, guys. Like, all the students are out tonight. It's blackout night for the fans, so everyone's all dressed in black clothing. You know, in Canada, high school hockey is obviously so much fun, but it's not nearly at the level as what we're seeing right now from like a really, like the best prep hockey school in the world. Big W, boys. Big W, boys. Here's girls prep. This is a great ice surface.
So we did a dry shave, like the best ice in the world when you dry shave it, because you can hop on and pass the puck as soon as you're done cut. There's no water on it. It's great.
It's amazing ice. That wraps up our first day at Shattuck St. Mary's. I still can't believe we're here. The school's taking great care of us, and we have a huge day tomorrow. Today we focused on a lot of the hockey stuff. Tomorrow, we're gonna be focusing on what else the school has to offer. We're gonna look at the actual campus, which kind of looks like Hogwarts. It's amazing. And I'm gonna be doing a whole bunch of crazy stuff. And apparently their golf program is insane, so pumped to check that out. We need some sleep, because it's been a very long couple days for us.
The second year, me and Cole Eisman roomed together in Whipple dorm. It's one of the oldest dorms there.
What dorm were you in?
Breck, I think.
Okay, so it would have switched. Like it changed a little bit
it
between
changes.
when I went.
Okay.
But I was in Whipple.
You may have actually seen this arch before. This was actually shown in Mighty Ducks 3 because parts of that movie were filmed at Shattuck, which is so cool. This is the front of the school. Let's get this thing going. It literally looks like hockey Hogwarts. It just looks like Hogwarts in general. I mean, that's got to be one of the most beautiful campuses I've ever seen. So tucked away here is Breck Hall. This is where a lot of 9th graders stay. So the Greenway brothers both stayed here, and Connor Garland, who also went to Shattuck, stayed in Breck Hall. Whipple Dormitory, this is where all the players we spoke with said that they stayed while they were here. So we're not actually gonna go into any of the dorm rooms for privacy purposes, but this is where Sidney Crosby spent time. This is where Jonathan Toews spent time. Macklin was telling us about this. So many of today's best players in the NHL walked through these hallways. It's time to finally enter the campus. So Augusta Shumway helped build the school, donated a lot. The main road is called Shumway Avenue and helped make Shattuck what it is today. So one amazing tradition is right when you walk into Shumway Hall, there's this red carpet. Senior students here are actually the only ones who are allowed to step on this carpet. So someone who graduated from here, like Jonathan Toews, he'd be able to walk on this, but someone like Sidney Crosby when he was here wouldn't have been allowed to walk on this specific carpet. If you're wondering why the school is called Shattuck, because of this man over here, George Shattuck. He was a benefactor of Shattuck School, and St. Mary's was the sister school, but then the two schools combined. The school started in 1858, which is older than Canada, but you can also see that, of course, there have been some additions made. Some parts of the building feel more modern. I mean, look at how beautiful the ceiling is here. Huge glass windows that look out to other parts of campus, and we've got the cafeteria over there, which we will be checking out after. The name of this area is the Hub, and this is where students can really just come together, get their homework done. My personal favorite parts of this school, I mean, just to look at, is the team store. You want to rep the school that some of the greatest NHL players that have ever played the game have worn, some of the greatest professional women's hockey players have ever worn. You can get some of this. So this is the cafeteria at Shattuck. You can really get anything. There's a couple different meal options. There's meat, there's more vegetarian, there's a nice salad bar over here, there's cereal at all times. You really just feel well taken care of when you're here. You're not hungry. This dining hall, it looks like something out of Hogwarts. I mean, like, look at the glass, look at the old wood, look at the ceilings. This place has been pretty pristine every time I've been in it. So at Shattuck, there are programs called Center of Excellence. This includes the hockey program. This also includes stuff like an engineering program.
This is the Engineering Center of Excellence. And so this is geared for students who they want to go into engineering in college. They want to make engineering as a career. And
so around the corner from the engineering department, the We Create Center. Students can create music or work on some film or whatever it is that they want to do. And we're now entering the area where bioscience is.
So this program is for students who love science. They want nothing more than to dissect a pig's stomach after school. And then these are also kids who have some interest in health science career. We're trying to introduce them to all areas where they're interested in science.
Gonna try out figure skating now?
And we're gonna bend and go out to that position 2, and then to the pigeon position at the top, number 3. Yes, you're welcome.
Thanks, man. As good as this hockey program is, its soccer program is also amazing. With Cade and George, these guys lock it down for Shattuck's soccer program.
We'll test your touch, we'll test your striking ability.
Nearly. Yes! Oh my gosh! Now, apparently the golf program here is like an absolute dream, so we're gonna make our way there right now. Change of plans, bit of an audible. Before we go to the golf course, we're gonna check out the aviation simulator.
We've got a flight simulator here set up with the kids in the major. Yeah, you ready to hop in?
I am.
Slowly bring the nose up very gently, right there. Bring it down just a hair. Now bring it up level. Hey, you got it down.
Time to check out the golf program. Here we are, Shattuck St. Mary's Golf Training Center. So what does a student's day here look like?
So they come for 2 periods out of their school day. So we just finished with a group. We're going to pick up 1 more. Wow. So they'll come up, do their golf training for 2 periods, and then we take them back. We'll chip, we'll pitch. We can do pitches up to, about 25 yards. So we have various targets. Some of them are out on the range right now that we'll bring indoors that they pitch into.
But if the kids just want to go out, it's a nice day,
Yep.
They just have access to the course.
They have access, yep.
Even being in the hockey program and just having this across the street from you is
Right.
what incredible access. So on top of the sports programs, the music and theater programs are also really big at Shattuck. They have plays, they have band, you can work on your singing.
Fantastic.
The VPP is the vocal performance program, and these are kids that either already know that they're going to go on to study music in college, or they want to use these skills to differentiate themselves from other candidates when they go to college.
So guys, we're in the auditorium section right now, and we're about to see Marlon Brando left his mark here. Wow. So 42 to 43. Brando M. That is crazy.
This is the pre-conservatory, which just means the instrumental music program. In the same way that people are intense with their sports here, is we get very intense with our music. These are all the graduates, all of whom are, I could sort of go down and list what professional orchestras they're with or where they ended up going to university. We're all very proud of them.
Good.
And we have a student practicing over there. We're gonna leave that area alone, let her work.
And speaking of the town of Fairibault, any restaurant recommendations that we should check out?
We used to go to the depot. It was called, I don't know if it's still there or not. It was right by the train tracks there.
Oh.
Depot's still got to be there. Yeah. That was a good spot.
The depot, they had a great, a fried walleye there that everyone went for. So that was the spot.
Rooster. Wow, fancy seeing you here. The first thing that you notice when you walk in is a tilt-a-whirl cup, if that's what you want to call it. The tilt-a-whirl was actually created in Faribault. Obviously, Rooster, Shattuck is really embedded in this restaurant. I mean, right away, you just see an old Shattuck jersey. Are there any other spots, like any pictures, or I see you up there.
I'm everywhere.
What a legend. I'm everywhere, hey? Yeah.
My crazy story is these 3 signs right here.
Yeah.
Pabst Blue Ribbon. The Pabst family went to school at Shattuck.
We talked to Mr. Toews recently, Jonathan, and he said that the walleye, I know he mentioned the walleye.
Like a fried walleye there that everyone went for.
I think I have to try that. Here it is, the walleye. This looks so good. I'm a Winnipeg guy. We eat a lot of walleye in Winnipeg, so let me get a first bite with some of the Parmesan here. That is so good, Rooster. I am stuffed. That was a massive piece of fish, and it was so good. Shout out to Chef Jeff. That was delicious. The depot lived up to the hype. So one really cool thing about Fairibault is that it's an old industry kind of town, meaning that there's not a lot of new big companies. It relies a lot on really old companies that have been around for a while. And one of those is the woolen factory, the Faribault Woolen Mill, since 1865. Hey, how are you? Is there anything else that we should know about the Woolen Mill?
So a big part of our story is actually our military contract. I can show you. So we did 100,000 blankets during the First World War, and then 250,000 during the Second.
Oh my goodness.
We currently have the Navy contract, and we're going to do, I think, about 30,000 blankets for them in 2025. Wow. And then we just got the Army contract as well. So.
Wow, that's incredible. What a history lesson. To think that this place helped so many soldiers during both wars and is still helping soldiers today is incredible to think about. It's helped this company last as long as it has, and it's really just a patriotic landmark in America.
You're skating every day. I never skated every day. I think home we skated twice a week or something, so I'd never been on the ice every day. So having that opportunity was awesome, and then, you know, having options to either go to college or play junior from there too. So that's kind of how I ended up there.
Some of my best friends that I still keep in touch with and I'm close to that I went there and played hockey with, and in some ways I grew up pretty fast being there with my buddies, and a lot of great memories too.
You see the interviews and how they speak about the school, so that definitely played a part in why I chose to go there, and I mean, I'm super happy I did.
That wraps up our weekend at Shattuck St. Mary's. My real takeaway is that this place is so much more than just a hockey academy or a place to play sports. It's really just an amazing community. The faculty was so nice here, took great care of us. The students here were all amazing, so kind, all focused on school and their academics. I want to thank everyone at Shattuck that helped make this possible. Maybe one day, if you have some time, come check out Shattuck and the rink, because it's a special place. We got a little gift for the Shattuck team that helped us. A nice Bardown jersey. Who knows, maybe we'll go in Rooster's little skate sharpening shop, and a little signature right there. I completely butchered incredible because the ink spreads so much after you sign. So I made sure to write, that says incredible, so there was no confusion.